All right. Wanted to go through NQ today. And my thoughts. I was not able to trade today. Well, no, I lied. I was able to trade, but I had to leave at 10:30. So I wanted to go and get my passport renewed for the summer. Unfortunately, it didn't even get that done, so I got to go again tomorrow. But I had to leave the session a little bit earlier today, and I kind of want to go through what I was kind of expecting for the week, and kind of, well, not necessarily for the week, but for today, and kind of my thought process going through. So yesterday being Monday, we put in this doji. Today's clearly an expansion day. I know we had PPI today. I was expecting us to get some form of manipulation to go higher. That did come on a lower time frame, but not when I wanted it to come and not when I was at the chart. So couldn't do anything about that. Let me delete everything. Yeah. So what am I seeing? Right. See, we have this manipulation here. It would change states. So we're clearly bullish. Price comes into our FEG. This is on Friday. And we get next to no real movement yesterday into today on the 4 hour chart. Now, on a 1 hour, you can see a little bit better. And this is something that I found very interesting and where I thought it would be a bullish day, but I wanted to have that manipulation before we could do anything. So midnight open, price rallies higher, sweeps liquidity. Okay, cool, no issues. Price comes back down at 3 o'clock. Sorry, 3 o'clock. We put in the high. We push lower. We manipulate at 6 p.m. 7, 8:30, 9 o'clock candle. So we're clearly very expansive, right? What I was looking for is for us to come back down into something so I could take trades up. Um, didn't really materialize, but we'll see here on lower time frames how it did materialize in fact. And this is really, really pretty in terms of price delivery, changes day of delivery, ISP, SMB, all that good stuff happens at this point here. We're clearly bullish. There's no debate in that. Um, so let's cut down to a 5 minute. There's nothing here in which we could really get in except this FEG. But if you get in this FEG, where's your stop? Right? Those are the kind of things that I had to think about. And I was like, do I want my stop to be all the way down here? Do I want my stop to be at low where it should be? These are very testy kind of discussions and thought processes. Here we go again. Price pushes. This is 8:30 here. So this is when news drops, clearly expand up, consolidate a little bit, but then we just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. And also ultimately we get put in the grinder, right? The short grinder all in here. And we grind everyone wanting to go short and we're pushing higher. Now on the 1 minute, I was actually listening to ICT today um, about how price was reacting. And again, I was looking for us to come short to go long. So I wanted us to take out something. I left around in here, 10:20, 2019 is actually when I left. So yeah, we were in here in this price action down here when I left the charts. So how we were looking is, okay, came into this FEG. This is technically a type 1, pushed higher. We're expecting to go higher. But where is it that we can go higher from? That was kind of the discussion. And personally, I was looking for us to come back down lower into like these ranges in here, which is the original type 1 from news, from the news. All right, so we manipulated the the news. So this is a news candle here. Came in, we swept that. I want us to come lower from this point, lower into these lows, giving me some form of reversal pattern to go higher. That didn't happen. But what did happen is, if we look in here, I mean, this is very clean, if we're being completely honest. We have this low to this high. all that consolidation, just grinding, people going short, people going long, very, very, very consolidated price action, but also very clean. We can clearly see we have equals in here. We sweep those equals, we displace. Now, something that I found really interesting, and I'm finding really interesting, is the use of inversion fair value gaps. So here we have our push down, that sweeps liquidity. We have our inversion fair value gap, right in here. Let me change the color of this so everyone can kind of see it a little better. Should work or not. There you go. Cool. So we have this inversion fair value gap in here, which we would use as our entry because this would be the sweep of liquidity, displacement. And as y'all can see here, there's no entry right off the bat from this sweep of liquidity. Yes, you do have this FVG in here, but that's very risky to take, especially since price kind of just dropped. So this could be it could be an entry, but it's very, very risky. I would not personally, I'm not taking that entry. But we do see that price kind of displaces above this inversion fair value gap here. We come in, we tap into it, but now we can use this FVG as a potential stop point. Or if not a potential stop point, you can put your stop lower than this, but cover the FVG just in case price wants to dip down again and then go higher. So something like this, just cover the full candle, fine, no issues. And what we would look at is where's our manipulation range from this low to this high. All right. And our targets are 4 standard deviations, or maybe not, because I don't go higher than 10R. I take full profit at 10R here. All right, boom. So let's just call that 10R. And now this is a trade that you'd be able to take. So price did deliver, just I wasn't there for it. And I mean, afterwards, there are plenty of entries that you could have taken. I mean, you could have taken this very easily. Expect this would be a breakaway gap. You would not want price to come back down here at all. This is another entry you could have taken, and price just kind of trucks off. Do something like this. If you wanted to cover the whole FVG, because price should not want to come down there anyways. Same thing. But again, I was still on it. This one you could probably take to the 4, to be honest. Yeah, since we aren't at 10R yet. But actually, no. Keep it consistent. Target there. And actually, if you look at it, price pretty much comes straight into it and then rolls over. Does it? Let's just see. Does it miss us? Yeah, it misses us. So never mind. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts since I was studying price action today. And understanding what it is that I'm supposed to be looking, not say that. Understanding or expecting price to do some things and then be ready to react once it does those things. So it's more not expecting, anticipating what you want price to do. Just obviously take some form of liquidity to go higher, and do that and trade accordingly. Now, I personally like when between 8, 9, 10 o'clock candles, when those candles create the low or high of the day, or 2, when they give some form of manipulation. Now, this manipulation here is valid, but I'm not sure it's something that I would take 100% of the time. Why? This is only visible on a 1 minute. On a 3 minute, oh, where are we? On a 3 minute, there's no entry. We don't come back down to the order block. On a 5 minute, there's no entry. Where are we at? Here. On a 5 minute, there's no entry. There's no real manipulation on a 5 minute either. So looking at this is a bit tough for me to say, yeah, 100%. This is something I'd get in. And something that fits my plan 100%. This is more of I would say a B setup because the manipulation is on a 1 minute, not even visible on a 5 minute, 15 minute. So that's why I'm kind of a little apprehensive about taking it, but technically this is a manipulation during that 10 o'clock candle. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. And as I'm going through the ICT lectures, I got through about half of the one today. The way in which he breaks down price, he makes it so easy. I don't know how he really does it. I guess that comes from experience, but once you know what it is you're looking for, trading is so easy. So easy. And if I'm looking for manipulation, it needs to come when it comes, but I need to be cognizant of what it is that I'm looking for in terms of we have a clear consolidation here. Price clearly comes, takes out these relative equal lows. Very clear. Pushes higher. We have an inversion fair value gap. Thus should be an entry 9 times out of 10. And his targets are very different to how I would target. I'll always use my my standard deviations, which is how he's teaching the course is different to how I would take targets. Obviously, this is a concept of something he does. But how I take my take profits or how I utilize his tools are slightly different to how he utilizes his tools. Just because it's something that works for me. But yeah, that's kind of thoughts for today's PA and thoughts for today. Tomorrow, I'd expect us to get some form of manipulation, especially since it is CPI, and then I'm going to be trading accordingly to whatever that manipulation is. I do have to go and get my passport tomorrow. I'll apply for my passport tomorrow, so hopefully there's a move before I have to be gone. But yeah,